Tyler's penis is so big. Kicked it.
What are we doing with this thing? It's the camera. Better be spot on.
Still good, I think.
Did you hit it with your coat? No, shut up. That's why. You're blocking it. It's weird. You said when you were sitting there, it was blocked. So warm. When it just wasn't the warm up of the conversation. Did you fit inside this coat?
Yeah, it'll warm up, don't worry. It's like silk bed sheets. No. But like, it's like anything.
Right off the
So?
That one with the two beds in it? That's your room. Yeah, we sleep separately.
Victoria, do you remember that time Tyler shaved an arc into his pubic hair? I hope. I was drunk, so it doesn't matter. This thing looks important.
Excuse me.
I'm pretty sure it's not like
I would just like to
That's a video?
this is her.
Everybody, so we're going to our speeches here. Just give a shout out to Rita and all the bridesmaids today. And all like nice they look. So everyone else give a round of applause, please. Okay, so now I get to see Lane up here. The groom Cooney's got a speech. So everyone, round of applause for Lane.
Was recording perfect. It's gonna tell him he's got some editing to do.
So, Tyler and I, we first met at Wall Street Elementary. We went to school for a while, but we really didn't become close friends to like 4th or 5th grade when we finally had a class together. I think what really did, we started playing basketball together, and we've been really close friends ever since. Even my family moved from Tillsonburg to Virginia when I was 15, and despite the inconvenience of living 9-ish hours away and a busy life, we've been able to keep close. See each other once or twice a year, and really have a good friendship, which I'm really blessed to have. It's also really impressive, given Tyler's excellent communication skills. I'm really blessed to say I'm one of a few people on this planet that can text, call, or email Tyler, and he'll actually respond within 48 hours. It used to be a couple weeks, but I think Rita convinced him that having a similar response time to a carrier pigeon wasn't conducive to dating, so he had to speed that up. Really excited to hear that the two of them are going to Southeast Asia for their honeymoon. Vietnam and Thailand, right? That's exciting, that's awesome. It's not very Tyler-esque. Tyler, not maybe, but is definitely the pickiest eater I've ever met in my life. Yep. Normally would argue that, but I just made fun of him for sending back the salad at his own wedding because it had too much goat cheese and dressing on it. So you're kind of out of luck. Rita's done a nice job. He's improved from middle school. He's gone past a diet of French fries, Starburst jelly beans, bacon, pizza. He's moved on to a lot of other items. And your orders at restaurants are a little faster now. A normal Tyler order goes something like, "I'll take this please, but if it's possible, could I change absolutely everything about that?" And when you send the meat out, I'd like them to char it to as black as they could. Yes, no, I wanted to dry it to a point where no human should ever consume it because I want to take my knife and my fork, I'm going to shred it to a million little pieces, and I'm going to salt them all individually. It'll take like 4 hours to eat it.
You are bang on.
I've been there. That kid salts his bacon. Who salts bacon? It's salt. No, not Tyler. He does it. So I'm really pumped to see you order food and eat Southeast Asia. Apparently Rita's got him to eat rare steak now. Just in time to go to Southeast Asia for 2 weeks. Rare meat. Good luck on that. So now, Rita. Talked to Tyler a couple months ago. He told me that we were going with pink ties. No problem. It's 2018. That's fine. And then Rita and I were talking on the phone the other day, and she's like, oh yeah, Tyler picked out the ties. They're wonderful. They're rustic vintage rose. No, that's not believable. No guy picks out a tie called rustic vintage rose. Okay? It doesn't happen. That doesn't fit right between the guy color schemes of Montreal Canadiens red and Calgary Flames red. That's not in there. It's not possible. You know what is possible? Toronto Blue Jays socks. Tyler picked out those. You clap, and you think you know the half of it. They're even more Tyler than you think. Why? They're women's Blue Jays socks. Never have a group of groomsmen have calves that look this good. So Tyler, next time you buy me clothes, do me a favor. Don't get them on the same rack as the sports bras at Sports Check, right? Try to get them in the men's section. Great, really appreciate it. So during Tyler and I's friendships, we've been really blessed. We've done a lot of great trips. Charleston, South Carolina, Quebec City, Celtic, Washington, D.C., some college football games in the U.S., bunch of fun stuff. But by far, two most memorable are the two I almost didn't survive. Camping trips. Jesse was also there. You're not getting out of this clean.
Broke back now.
I love them both dearly. They're two of my best friends. Worst campers ever. Ever. So, first trip. We're in Virginia. Typical Canadians. I can say this because I have citizenship. We're going down south. It's going to be warm. It'll be fine. No, we're going to be in the mountains. It's the second week of April. It's still cold. They just bring a few blankets. It'll be okay. It was really, really cold. Really cold. Like we woke up in the morning, there was an inch of ice in our fire bucket. Which is a really nice way of saying that the three of us shared my sleeping bag. One sleeping bag. None of us are small. None of us. Highlight of that trip was Tyler leaning over at 4:30 in the morning going, Lane, are you wearing pants? I very convincingly said, yes, I'm wearing sweatpants. Oh, thank God, I thought your legs were actually that hairy. Trip number 2, we almost died on. Canoe trip, Algonquin. There were supposed to be 4 of us. It's okay, Benson couldn't come, he had a work complication. So there's 3 of us. Really awkward number for a canoe trip. So, we get one really big canoe. Really big one. And I tried to organize a trip on an Excel spreadsheet because we all live in different places, and I sent it. Jesse, this is what you gotta bring. Tyler, this is what you're gonna bring. I know you guys suck at camping, so I'm gonna bring all the important stuff. You guys just bring these basic items, it'll be great. They showed up the parking lot with more crap than I've ever seen in my life. It was huge, it was heavy. 3 of us in one canoe. Our canoe was like this far from the top of the water. This far. Now, we're in Canada, so you guys should know what a portage trip is. Be in touch with your inner trapper for trapping history. The story is you're supposed to canoe from lake to lake. You take all of your things and carry, underline, carry them from one lake to the other, and you canoe the next, which means that your stuff is supposed to be light. These 2 geniuses. Tyler's in charge of snacks. He's in charge of cookware. Tyler brings a 5-pound jar of peanut butter. 5 pounds. Who eats 5 pounds of peanut butter in like 5 years? Goose?
I don't like peanut butter.
You brought a series of cast iron skillets. It was ridiculous. Terrible. So, despite that, Tyler, love you to death. You're the oldest and closest friend I have. Rita, I've really, really, truly enjoyed getting to know you last few, year or so, and it brings me an unreal amount of pleasure to see how much excitement and joy that you bring to Tyler's life. So, I just want to raise a toast to Tyler and Rita. All the best. Long life.
We've heard so much about it. Andrew's here. Yes. We've heard so much. Nice to meet you.
All right, thank you, Lane. That was awesome. Next up is the maid of honor, Lindsay.
Is it bad driving?
Rita, you're the only one I would wear these shoes for. And they're coming off soon. Tyler, you too. Okay, first I would like to propose a toast to all of the groomsmen. You all clean up real well, especially that bald guy over there. Thanks for all your help leading up to the wedding and for planning an awesome bachelor party for Tyler in Nashville. So here's to the groomsmen. So we can raise a glass. Cheers to the groomsmen. Awesome bachelor party. Okay, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Lindsay. I'm the maid of honor and Tyler's sister. Growing up with Tyler as my brother was the absolute best. Even though he's younger than me, I've always looked up to him with admiration and adoration. Tyler could do no wrong in my eyes. He excelled at every sport he played, even if he only played it once. He was able to pull off fantastic grades without doing homework, without studying, and as I learned after moving home from university one April, without going to class. That semester he missed more English classes than he attended, and he still wound up with the highest grade in the class. The teacher actually laughed at him when he made the comment in class that he was going to study for the upcoming exam. Tyler and I had so much fun growing up. Family trips, summers spent fishing on Grandma and Grandpa's boat, and swimming with all of our cousins at Nana and Grandpa's pool. Don't get me wrong, we did fight occasionally, as most siblings do, but usually it was about who got the TV switcher, whose turn it was to go and get Pepsi, or what show we were going to watch on TV. I always have been very curious as to what girl in this world would catch Tyler's eye. She would have to be one of a kind, because let's face it, Tyler's one of a kind. So we're going to rewind to Christmas about 3.5 years ago. Tyler being Tyler, he didn't let us know until the very last minute that he was bringing Rita to meet us that day. I was so nervous. This was the first girl that Tyler was going to introduce to the family. So many thoughts swirled in my head. What if I don't like her? What if she's a total snob? What if we have nothing in common? What if we don't get along? And what if she doesn't like me? That would have been absolutely crushing. Well, there is absolutely no need to be nervous. Rita, you're one of the most kind and amazing people, both inside and out. You truly are the perfect girl for Tyler. You challenge him, you keep him on his toes. You listen when he goes on and on with political tangents. You've introduced him to food he never ever would have touched before. And you're always so supportive of his dreams, and I know that you love him with all your heart. You as an individual, you're so much fun to be around. Mo and I always have a blast with you. The two of you are our vacation partners in crime. Rita, you're Mo's drinking buddy. We have so many memories of our fantastic trips together. We rarely go a day without talking, and we see you guys many weekends. The laughs when we are together, they're contagious, and we don't have to be doing anything elaborate in order to have fun. When you announced your engagement, I was so happy for both of you. I was so honored when you asked me to be your maid of honor, and it has been a lot of fun planning everything with you for today. Our bachelorette trip to Mexico was amazing, with memories that I will never forget. And ladies, getting to know you all over the past year has been great. So, Rita, you really and truly brought Tyler back to us. You brought him back to me. You're the light that he needed to find, and you make him very happy. Mo and I wish you nothing but the best from this moment forward as you begin your married life together, and we can't wait to see what the future holds. It's gonna be good. So if everyone could please raise your glasses, I'd like to toast to Tyler, the best brother that a girl could ask for, and his beautiful bride Rita, as of today my sister, and I love you both.
Great, thank you, Lindsay. That was a beautiful speech.
Gotta get there so fast.
Gotta compose myself too. The waterworks.
Put my snail trail on here.
All right, so next up we have the best man, Jesse Goosen. Speak to you guys. Who's our driver on the Nashville trip, got us there safe, so I'd like to thank him for that. Through wind, sleet, and snow.
All right. So half my speech has pretty much been said. Thanks, Lane. Okay, so I like to start a speech out with a toast because I'm nervous. I like this always helps. So first things first, just raise your glass to the bridesmaids and the maid of honor. You guys have been awesome. Cheers. Okay, so Tyler and I, we met back in, I guess, public school. We started playing youth basketball together. I don't think we really knew who each other were at that time, but anyway, there's lots of pictures with us together. So, along came grade 7, I got sent off to a new school, so didn't really know anybody where I was. And I just remember this distinct day, sitting on the stage in the Annandale basketball, or in the gym, and sitting beside this guy talking to him and thinking, this guy's pretty normal. And honestly, that is the origination of the only time I remember meeting Tyler and thinking, okay, I'm gonna start hanging out with this guy because I got nobody else. So from there, Tyler introduced me to Lane and Dennis. Well, I guess I kind of knew Dennis because he was in my class, but Lane, Dennis, and Benson, which pretty much formed our core friends group throughout high school. And I can honestly say, I wouldn't be here where I am today without all these guys. Well, I guess except for Mo, but we've had fun since. So anyway, I want to express that, yes, today is about Tyler, but all these guys have been awesome for me. Yeah, we can do that to us, but let's stay on track here. Okay. So then Tyler and I decided to go off to university. We went to Laurier. And we decided we were going to live in the same room. So went to high school together. Now we're living together in university. Throughout that point in time, we lived together for roughly, I think, 6 or 7 years. So we lived in residence, and then we lived in different homes together. We flipped 2 homes together with my brother Jared. We went on a ton of adventures together. So whether it was going skiing out in Whistler or up in Collingwood with family up in, something we'll throw out there, not Alliston, but the other one. Creemore, yeah.
Aunt Mary.
Aunt Mary, there we go. Or if we were going camping, or if we were going down to see Landon down in Virginia. So it was something we were always on the go, and I'll use this example that no one else will get, but we were like Sam and Dean Winchester, which Probably only a few people here actually get that, but anyways. One of the more memorable stories, and I think I'll piggyback in Lane here. So this was one of those times where we were in Algonquin Park, and as the story goes, it was myself, Tyler, and Lane, a bottle of vodka, or a bottle of bourbon,
3 cigars.
oh yeah, and three old cigars. Anyway, so as the night progressed, we said, oh God, we don't want to carry all this vodka back. We don't want to carry this bourbon, so you know guys, we're going to get rid of it. So we did, and that was great. And then, at the end of the night, we said, oh geez guys, we got to get rid of this food, because we had this 5-pound jar of peanut butter. So we ended up trying to swing this rope up through the trees and pull our food up. Well, we were not able to do that. So Tyler took it upon himself and said, you know guys, no, guys, I got this. I'm going to carry the food away, and I'll get it away from our camp. So I was like, oh, okay, that's good. Tyler came back 20 minutes later, and we said, okay, me and Lane, we're safe. We're safe. Things are good. Anyway, next day we woke up, and about 20 yards away from the tent was a bag of food. Anyway, okay. Back to the mushy stuff. So through all the adventures we've had as friends, and I think everyone here can experience this as well, or can see this as well, we've changed each other. This change continues to happen with my wife, Victoria, and my daughter, Penny. And I've seen this change so much over the time that I've known Tyler. And now, since Tyler, you've met Rita, the amount of change that we've continued to see with the two of you and the relationship that you've grown. And I just want to say the strength of your relationship makes the two of you stronger and brings out the best versions of both of you. I look forward to seeing your relationship continue to evolve. I hope the two of you continue taking on new adventures together, just as we had through our youth. Anyways, at this point, I'd like to raise a toast to Tyler and Rita.
He Googled that, didn't
Many years.
Tyler, Rita. Shirts off. Shoes. Everything else.
Pants are off. Shoes? I just wanted to congratulate everybody for some great speeches there. Really heartfelt, and